All right, welcome back. So in this lesson, we're going to be doing some broad sculpting. Let's go ahead and save it as, and we can do draft 14. Anytime you kind of start or stop, I always just make a new project. So, this could be another day or, after you've taken a coffee break. So now we're in draft 14 and we're just going to kind of line up some of the dog compared to the photo here. So let's just go ahead and take our broad strokes and do the elastic deform. And that one is right here. Kind of looks like a parrot's beak or something. But with this one, you can just grab, just increase your brush size with F. And if you've never taken any sculpting before, I highly recommend the sculpting brushes course that I have. They'll go over every single one of these brushes, everything here, so you kind of understand what these do for sculpting. But sculpting really just takes time to practice to really get good at it. So don't just get discouraged. We're not going to do anything too crazy with this dog today, but we are going to add a little bit of details. So let's go into Alt-Z. And so you can kind of see through the dog here. We can even go into Z and wireframe and kind of really see what's going on here. And with the elastic deform, we can kind of just mush this and kind of make the dog kind of line up to my dog, Mad Mardigan's actual kind of face here. And I see how his little eyebrows come out right here. Maybe we can bring his forehead up a little bit. Maybe do F and bring it down. And just grab a little bit of his little eyebrows there. Yeah. And this is just going to help for when we're placing the eyes. So again, bring your brush strokes pretty big. We're just going to kind of stretch this mesh, to kind of fit his mouth a little bit. Maybe make this one a little smaller. And maybe just kind of push this one up a little bit. And we're just kind of playing around here. Just kind of trying to match to his head a little bit. This is fine. His ear goes way back here, but that's okay. We're going to align that from the front. But that looks pretty good. Really, the main thing is going to be around the nose area because that's where, it's really going to start to look like my dog here, Mad Mardigan. And then we'll go to the kind of the top view here and see if we can get those ears lined up with the photo there. And so these need a lot more work. So we can really, start to really stretch these in, bring his ears in like that. Maybe use this one. Notice if we're doing it on one side, it's going to do it on the other. So just kind of grab these, just kind of block it in a little bit more. That's more of his kind of goofy ear shape there. So that'll give, let your design kind of take on some of the character of your dog. That's looking pretty good. So that's looking more like our dog, Mad Mardigan. Let's turn on our solid view. So yeah, that's looking good. Another thing we may do is just kind of bring out his jaw a little bit right here. It kind of pops out right there. So I'm going to go into inflate, maybe scale it up. And these are just the broad strokes, really big details that we want to kind of preserve here. So kind of made it go out a little too far and then just hold shift and kind of soften those clicks right there. And that gives him just a little bit of a little head there. And then maybe, we look from the front here, go into see-through mode. See if we can align the nose and the ears. So it looks like our eyeballs kind of in this shape right in here. So we can just hold control, just kind of push in and get like a little eyeball space. That way we know where to put our eyeballs. Maybe even a little bit over here. And this is just kind of broad blocking in for our eyes. And, just for eyeball's sake, I may even bring in his jaw a little bit. And actually I had the wrong brush, so we'll just undo that and do the elastic deform. Just kind of bring. And these can be kind of your last little adjustments. Maybe I don't want his jaw that wide there. Maybe even do some inflate here. We'll just inflate the back of the ears a little bit. Give those a little bit more thickness. Maybe smooth them out. Yeah. And we can even hold control and kind of do the opposite there. Kind of make like little dips in there. Even do the same thing here. Just hold control. Really just kind of push in the ears there. So kind of just blocking out the main overall kind of general shape of the dog head here. And then in the next videos, we'll kind of go into more detailed brush strokes. And that's looking pretty good. So good job if you made it this far. This is just kind of blocking out, you know, the base of the dog head here. Now we're going to go into the next lesson where we're going to add the eyes, update the nose a little bit, maybe put some more details in the ears, maybe in the neck. And yeah, then let's just keep on sculpting.